Good day. How's it, everybody? Saturday, and it's match day, and I'm not even sure how I feel. I'm not even sure what my thought pattern is like. Pardon me. All I can say, I'm excited, but in the same time, I'm nervous because my question is this deja vu? You can remember about 12 months ago, almost 12 months ago in January this year, there was this hype about Dejan Vlahovic. Now, this player from Fiorentina has agreed in principle with Juventus, and but he was linked with Arsenal for the full period of the January transfer of last season. Now, the same thing is happening again. The same thing is happening again. I wonder how's my connection. I don't know. I can't see, but I hope my connection is much better now. Um, so yeah, nonetheless, it is Mikhailo Mudryk. There's a very complex deal or complex transfer scenario. Now, most of us know that every club has a pot of money where transfers come from, salaries come from, new contracts, um, and everything else that goes with the players. So the Kroenke has bought a property, which is a mall, I believe, of 235 million of 325 million dollars this week. And yes, he's a property man. Stan, the man, is isn't he? So is Arsenal gonna benefit from uh, this what Kroenke has acquired now in this property? Because we as Arsenal are also looking for funds because we need to get at least three positions filled, which is the plan. The plan was always to get a wide attacker and a central midfielder, and of course another backup defender. Are we gonna get that? Because this Mikhailo Mudryk scenario is becoming more and more of a deja vu situation in my mind because of the whole January of last season, the winter break or the winter transfer. Dejan Vlahovic was connected and linked with Arsenal, and every media outlet or platform has spoken and reported on Vlahovic that's going to Arsenal, just for Juventus to come and say, but hey, you have made an agreement in principle with us. So you got to honor that agreement, my man. And guess what? He's at Juventus. And now Juventus, as we all know, so that the whole board has resigned. For what reason? Players doesn't want to extend their contract. So there's a couple of players that are going to be be gone by the end of the season. Now, Vlahovic has been linked again to Arsenal, but that. It's another situation. Now, your thoughts about Vlahovic, sorry, your thoughts about Mudryk. 100 million for a player of 21 years old that as a year or 18 months ago has had a value of 8 million, 8 to 12 million, and all of a sudden have a good run in his domestic league and of course in Europe. 18 goals contribution, 10 goals scored and 8 assists, whereby 5 of those goals were scored in the Champions League, which is a good, good return. But does it justify the value of the player that has not been, as we like to say, tried and tested in the Premier League? I don't think so. However, I do believe that the player has the tenacity and he has the temperament to play for Arsenal because he will be a good fit. He will be a brilliant fit for the Gunners. But again, you won't just walk into that team. We need a wide attacker, which is his position. And then, of course, we need a backup for our Partey and Xhaka. And considering our defense is pretty good right now, but we do need a defender that could challenge Gabriel Magalhaes. Now, Mudryk, I've watched a video of him again this morning, and I love to have the player, and I'd like for him to succeed. And if he doesn't succeed for this first half of the season when it comes to Arsenal, and please listen to what I'm saying is when he comes to Arsenal, I believe the deal is going to happen, and I believe Arsenal will negotiate for the mere fact that they don't want to create or set a standard for a club like Shaktar to ask 100 million euros for a young player. They don't want to set a standard in terms of giving into that request or that demand, because that will leave every other club to do the same. For Arsenal to give in to their demands. For argument's sake, Liverpool has given in to a demand of 85 million for Darwin Núñez. Yes, the player scored 34 goals in the Portuguese league. And he didn't hit. He's got all the potential and all the qualities of a good striker. But he hasn't come to the party and performed and given any return on that 85 million as yet. Yes, it's still early for him, but then we can argue the same fact of Erling Haaland. Haaland was, what, 50 odd million? Way less. And he hit the ground running with 20 goals contribution. 20 goals. And counting. And then, of course, look at a defender United has bought for 60 odd million from Ajax. Hasn't hit the floor running or ground running. Anthony the same. He's got so much money paid for him, 80 odd million, also from Ajax. And no instant impact from these players. So they've set a standard that if they acquire a player that want to come to them, I mean, Chelsea at this point, 105 million for a young player that just won, pardon me, the World Cup with Argentina in Enzo Fernandez. In my opinion, that player has not even showed anything of worth. other than having a good World Cup. So that's setting a trend, and that's setting a standard which Arsenal should not do, and I believe Arsenal won't do it because of paying for a player of that amount or giving into the demands of that club of 100 million euros required and saying to that club, it's fine, I will pay it. And then the next club will come and say, I want 120 million for this player. And the next one will come and you will ask his price. And that's setting up a standard which is not good business practice. So Arsenal in its right mind is negotiating a substantial deal that will benefit both clubs and the player, and not setting a standard of all clubs coming in and asking high values for certain players that's been required for. So I want to take off my hat for that, because we can't give in to demands with talented players, yes, but ridiculous amounts of money required for those players' signatures. It just does not make any business sense, because now you're setting you up for a failure. Where is the money that the salaries need to be paid for? Where is the money of the new contracts, like the Sakas, the Salibas, Martinellis, and Odegaards? Where is the money to cover their renewals? Where's the salary increases for those renewals? Because you can't set up a business plan and change the plan halfway through a season. That is not good business practice. You've got to stick to the plan, and you've got to stick to the budget of that plan. Surely you knew you acquire some players, and it's going to be quality and players difficult to get over the line. In this case, very complex. 55 million was rejected. Minimum requesting 66 million, which I think is fair. But still, what are you going to do to negotiate a structured deal that will benefit you, that the club is selling club is obviously agreeing to, and that the player, I mean, there's no doubt the player wants to come to Arsenal, and the player will agree to whatever is set on his contract, because the mere fact that he's playing for Arsenal is bonus enough. And every player would want to play for Arsenal will have the benefit of a possible first league win after so many years. 2004 and 2022 is long ago. It's 18 years if I'm not calculating properly. So in 18 years, for your first time ever coming to a club and immediately win a trophy, possibly, that's bonus enough. Instantly, you have made an impact on that club, on the teammates, on the fans, and obviously all the bonuses that comes thereafter. So leave your thoughts on what I just said, and please give us a like the video, give us a huge thumbs up, and obviously leave your comments in the comments below. And let's see where it goes. Further to that is, welcome to Uno Matters if you are here for the first time. And of course, like this video and share with your friends this video. I want to also say a happy 2023 prosperous year for all Gunners fans, for you and your family, whether they are Spurs supporters or whether they are United supporters or whether they are Ipswich supporters, a good and healthy life ahead. All that is left to say is be blessed and good luck. Today, our team is playing away to Brighton, and I'm going for a 2-0. No, I lie. I predicted already a 3-1, same score as we did against West Ham. So 3-1 to Arsenal. Leave your predictions. God bless. Be safe. And don't forget that you are a Gooner. And Gooner matters. Your opinion matters. Thumbs up.